Alright, sun's got me here, I can't tell. I'm on a food plot right here I wanted to come to, and this joker is wore out with pigs. And like I said, it just rained. I'll show you around, but I want to show you something that's pretty cool here. I find a lot of Indian artifacts, a lot of them. And people say, man, you're lucky, how do you find them? I just look, it's a habit. And you can't keep nothing you find here on the management areas. And I have a lot of private land that I can look for airheads on and find a lot. But I walked to this plot right here. And first of all, I'll show you, this is real hilly where I'm at, but this is a perfect flat spot right here. There's a creek running right there, and if I wanted to live right here somewhere in these woods, this would be a place I'd live. Because it's flat, everything's right. Hills going up all the way around, like I said, a little creek. And I was looking here, it's covered in hog tracks. And I was looking here and I spotted right here. I'll show you, I ain't moved it. See if I can move where the light hits it. This is a piece of pottery. See, it's flat. This would be the inside of the pot right here. And there's the outside of it. I bet you if we look around, we'll find some more. Right there. Check this piece out. That's the top of the bowl right there. See how rounded and smooth it is? The outside has got some kind of designs on it, see it? And there's the inside. That's really cool stuff. And I bet I'm not the only one that's walked out here looking at pig tracks. And people just don't see that. They don't look. There's no telling how many thousands of years old that is. You know, way back in those days, there were elk here, buffalo, all kind of stuff here. There's a piece right there. There's some hog tracks. And there's a piece of pottery right here. That's really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Usually in something like this, you'll find a lot of flint flakes, chert, where they were making heads while they were here camping or whatever. Look at the hog sign in here. This is wore out. Piece of pottery right there. Excuse me. Excuse me. If you want to find artifacts and stuff, look right here. There's a good piece right here. You gotta look. Really simple. You gotta look for them. They stand out like a sore thumb once you start seeing them. There's one there. Look at the pig sign. Plenty of it. You know, there's no telling as hilly as this is. Indian probably sitting here hearing an elk squeal way over yonder, bugle, whatever they do. Beautiful. no telling that the history, I mean, to go back thousands of years and see what happened right here where we're standing. How cool is that? All right, well, let's carry on. And surprised I didn't see any flint in here, I'll be honest. Or chert, whatever they call it. And all them pieces could have been from just one big pot. Who knows? And the only reason we're seeing that is because this was cleared. No telling what's everywhere else. This is the flat part. It starts going up everywhere else. So maybe straight up over there. But there was no doubt somebody was here a long, long time ago. I don't see nothing else. Alrighty, let's carry on and go see if we can find a pig. Talk a little. I'm hunting with a longbow today. If anybody's been kind of keeping up with what I do, I got on this tear to hunt with primitive equipment, and last year, and partly because of like all the primitive stuff I find, and that fueled me to want to hunt like the Indians did. You know, I say Indians. Some people look down on that, but my whole life when I was a kid, I played cowboys and Indians, so that's what I'm gonna call them. No disrespect, but I mean, if that offends you, you probably need to flip over and watch a channel on knitting or something like that, where you don't get your feelings hurt. But anyway, I know there ain't no disrespect. They're Indians to me. But I hunted with stuff that I made, all of it. The bow out of a piece of wood. And I had some guidance from some good people like Donnie Poole and Mr. Dan Beckworth. They gave me some guidance, but I built a bow, several of them actually. I built river cane arrows and I napped heads. And killed 3 deer and a pig with that stuff. I made everything but the string. I didn't make the string. I even made my quiver. But it's time consuming. I started it this time last year, and this time last year, instead of out here hunting, I'd have been out there in the yard busting rocks trying to make an arrowhead. So I got all summer to build some stuff up, and I'll continue to hunt with it. But I'll be honest, my first love, what I love the most hunting, and that's what you do, is we're not starving. If I was starving, I'd have a rifle right here with me. But we hunt because we enjoy it, and this is what I enjoy the most, is hunting with these old longbows right here. And I got a Northern Mist longbow. I got it from Kyle Essler, I think is his name. And a really good guy gave me just what I was wanting. If I'd ordered it, I'd have bought it just like this. It takes so long for them to build them because these are handmade one at a time. And it's a Hill style bow. It's like the bows Howard Hill made famous, straight in bows. It shoots good, got a good grip on it. And I got a quiver on it. I don't like quivers on my bows, but it's more convenient, less stuff to carry, and especially trying to film. But it shoots good. Got a 360 grains in the nose of the arrow. The arrow's 600, right at 600 grains. So I feel confident I can kill the biggest boar hog in these woods here with no problem. And I'm shooting about 48, 49 pounds. Probably about 50 pounds at my draw length. It's 66 inches long and red glass. And kind of crazy, I killed a pig with it the other day, and it was a red pig. And he bled red blood. We're fixing to take off down in here. We're still up on a hill, but it drops down. It drops way down and it goes into a bottom, a big bottom. And I got on pigs in there last year. And that's I hadn't been here since last year, so I don't know what to expect, but I know there was a lot of pig sign up on the hill up here. There were pig sign in this road right here as far as you can drive. I had to park right here. I got about a half a mile walk before I hit the bottom, and then we'll drop off down in there and stay till dark, roam around, explore. I'm looking for persimmons. This management area is 20 miles to my house closer than the one I hunt 90% of the time. And I've killed a deer here, but I killed him on foot, walking. And I have killed some deer over here, but it's the place, my honey hole, they clear cut. So anyway, I'm gonna get in here and look for some good hunting spots for the spring. I mean for early bow season. I'll come back in the spring and check persimmons and the crab apples. You can see blooms on crab apples in the spring and see them out through these woods pretty good. Because with the price of gas, at 20, that'll be saving me 40 miles round trip if I come hunting over here. So come go with me. I'll show you a mighty pretty swamp down here in a little bit. Let's go. All right, I'm down, just got in the bottom, and there's a pretty good bit of sign here. It's not really wore out, but I just got started, so who knows. But I'm gonna give you your pig hunting tip of the day right here. It's dry. You can hear the crunchy leaves there. And it don't take them long to dry out after a rain. Everybody will try to sneak when they're walking. You hear this? Sneaking. You hear that long, drawn-out crunch? That won't do nothing but get you busted. And if you've ever heard or seen hogs root, they'll root for a few seconds and stop and then jump up whatever they got there. Same way with turkeys. Turkeys will scratch 3 or 4 times, then back up, and yeah, it's quiet. They're pecking around getting what they uncovered. That's the way you want to walk, because you're not going to be quiet right here. And so I'll cover a few steps and stop and listen. A few steps, stop and listen. Normal steps. When you get on pigs, you can't do that like, there's nothing in the woods makes that sound but you. That real slow stepping down on the leaves, that'll get you busted every time. You want to try to get in front of them if you can, and if you have to go to them, if there's one hog, it's pretty tough. But if there's more than one hog, I slide my feet and then go ahead and put my foot down. And then take a step, break it up, stay low. The biggest thing is to stay low. Put your foot down. Stop and listen. Or if you're on pigs, watch him. When he goes back to rooting, take another step. But you don't, that like, oh, I'm gonna sneak up on him, that ain't gonna work. Like going through here, I'll go ahead and take me a few steps. I'll listen. And it depends on how much sign I'm in, how far I can see, and how thick it is to how long I stand and listen. A few more steps. If I'm traveling pretty quiet, I'll go even farther. This is not terribly loud right here. Stop and listen and look. Don't try the little, number one, it'll wear you out. You'll be tired trying to tiptoe around, smashing real soft in the leaves. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna sneak up on nothing like that anyway. But it'll tire you out. And the rule, the way you kill pigs, and you can ask anybody who's successful on foot, is cover ground till you find them. I could tiptoe around through here like I'm hunting deer at a snail's pace, being super quiet, and never see a hog, and the pigs will be 100 yards over there somewhere. You got to cover ground. Get in some hot sign, thick sign, and then go slow. But the tip for today: stop all that easy stepping. Go ahead and move. Just spend more time listening than you do walking.